Ever stop to think how much those little impulse buys on your phone are adding up to, and how many subscription payments are sneaking out of your bank account every single month? Before I started using Rocket Money, let me tell you, I had no idea. But the first time I logged in, I saved $435. I couldn't believe it. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. I just love the dashboard. It shows everything in one place, even the subscriptions you forgot you signed up for. And if there's something you don't need, Rocket Money helps you cancel it. Plus, it alerts you if a bill increases or if something unusual pops up in your account. It's basically like having a personal assistant for your money. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/Kim today. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. rocketmoney.com/Kim. Here's hour 2 of the Kim Komando Show. You're going to love it. Well, I'll tell you, it was all in the news this past week. Mark Zuckerberg, Sam Altman, all the tech billionaires are not only building empires, they are quietly buying up a lot of land, digging bunkers, and talking about AGI as if it's something that's going to be frightening and killing us all. Sam Altman, he's the guy behind ChatGPT, of course. He has what he calls an escape ranch in Hawaii with backup power, a stocked pantry, and weapons, just in case. Okay. But this is the one that really got me. OpenAI's chief scientist said that they are now building a shelter for all their engineers who are working on AI. And just in case they need it and they might want to have it before they unleash AGI.
What's AGI? I haven't even heard of this.
Basically, it's general intelligence, which means that the AI can think for itself and make actions without any input from any humans.
Why are they building this? We all saw the Terminator movie. We know how this goes.
I know. It's not like it's the end of the world.
Well, they're trying to make the end of the world.
I know. That was my attempt at a joke. Get it?
Oh.
Not like it's the end of the world, but it is the end of the world. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Attempt. Accurate description.
And of course, that's Andrew Babinski, my co-host here, and also the co-host of the morning show on 99.9 FM in Phoenix, Arizona. I am Kim Komando, America's beloved digital goddess, always here to make sure that you are tech ahead and never left tech behind, and also to impart just a little levity as we talk about all things digital. Like, for example, did you hear that you can survive just on plants?
No way.
Yes, that's something I never heard before. You know what? You're going to steal that.
The delivery is what made that joke.
You can catch us on over 425 top stations from coast to coast, and we're streaming in your favorite radio app. And you can get the Kim Komando Show as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Just search for a K, of course. And we do have a favor to ask. If you are getting us as a podcast, make sure that you leave a nice 5-star review because it helps more people find the show, and that's what we need. We always want more listeners. And so you want a nice 5-star review and write some kind words as well. Alrighty, then every single day I go to 35, 40 different sites, maybe even more, talk to industry insiders and white hat hackers to make sure that I know exactly what's happening in the world. And here are some things that you need to know about. We're going to start with a couple in Colorado. And normally I would love these type of stories, success stories. I'm always about the entrepreneur. I always want the small business owner to thrive. Alan Carver and his wife spent years selling their invention called the choker, and it claims to save people from choking. They turned it into a multi-million-dollar online business. It kind of looks like a plunger with a face mask, and it was sold everywhere, especially on Amazon, where who knows how many were bought by parent schools, nursing homes. The Carvers said that the choker was FDA approved and credited with saving hundreds of lives. Here's the kicker. It was never approved. The FDA actually told them to stop selling it in 2023, saying it was a high-risk medical device. But the Carvers kept going, pulling in more than $8 million in sales.
Whoa.
We're not just talking about a little product here that didn't sell anything. Researchers found the device often failed to clear the airways and could cause the mouth and throat severe injuries. So the FDA has seized the couple's funds. Amazon has finally pulled the listing. So if you bought a dechoker, it doesn't work.
Why? Why did you buy a choker? You just have it there next to the fire extinguisher?
Well, I think, probably some nursing homes might.
Okay.
Assisted living facilities. Parents who maybe are freaking out that their kid might choke or something like that.
I'd like to see that thing in action, see what it actually does. Does it grab the thing and pull it out, or does
It's
it
supposed
push
to be
it
like
down?
It's supposed to be like a plunger.
That
So kind of-
pushes it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think a plunger would pull it out.
Make you throw it up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No, don't buy one of
$8
those.
million, I think it's a great product.
Oh, yeah, sure. Apple announced some new products. You could buy an M5 MacBook, iPad, or Vision Pro. Yes, I said Vision Pro.
Wait, whoa. No one bought the original Vision Pro, so Apple's like, you know what we're going to do? Make it better, and no one will still buy it.
Exactly. The M5 chip promises 3.5 times more AI performance, 24-hour battery life, storage up to 4 terabytes. And basically what this is the start of a PC or a Mac built for artificial intelligence. That's really what it's all about, to run AI apps, to build large-scale models. Meanwhile, NVIDIA, their DGX Spark went on sale this past week. It is a souped-up desktop, really kind of small box for $4,000.
Whoa.
So this way, if you want to build some AI stuff, you can do it in the comfort of your own home.
Okay.
Some other updates. Speaking of ChatGPT, in a few weeks, you can actually buy stuff on Walmart. So you can chat your way to new jeans or a TV without leaving the app. Isn't that something that, I told you this was going to happen.
Right, but I'm really disappointed with this.
What?
Because it's no food. It's not fresh food.
No.
So I can't say, hey, I need a recipe for fettuccine Alfredo, and then it pops up a grocery list and it has it delivered. That's what I want.
Well, yeah, that's coming soon.
Okay.
I'm sure it is. Meanwhile, Facebook's local jobs, they axed it in 2022, but now it's actually back, tucked inside marketplace groups and pages so that you can find nearby work and message employers right in Messenger. What could possibly go wrong with that?
No scams at all. Okay. It's going to be 100% legit. We'd love to continue this interview. Do you mind coming with us to WhatsApp?
Okay, exactly. Or Signal or Telegram. I thought this was interesting. DirecTV. I don't know too many people have DirecTV anymore.
I wonder how many subscribers they do have.
That starting next year, if you have DirecTV, you can scan a QR code to make an AI clone of yourself to try on clothes and products mid-ad.
Honey, I want to finish watching the show. I'm trying on this dress. Stop it, Carl.
Do you think these jeans make me look fat? No. Whatever. By the way, Jenna,
Your ass is what makes you look fat.
that is not true. The jeans and the camera angle can do it every time.
The camera end's 10 pounds. How many cameras are on you right now?
You're so mean.
We can cut that out, right?
No, we're not. Do you have the answer to something?
Yes. The amount of DirecTV subscribers. You want to take a guess? Just take a guess.
1.5 million.
11 million people.
Who knew?
Yeah.
I
bet you
no
there's a lot
idea.
of sports bars and stuff like that. A lot of businesses probably still have it.
I remember we had DirecTV. That thing was awful.
Well, it was great as long as it wasn't windy or raining or sunshine or someone was in the way or there was a bird.
And it was
Otherwise,
so
it was great.
expensive. It was so expensive. Finally, this. Jeff Bezos says in 20 years. Now, 20 years doesn't sound like, it may sound like a long time to you, but it's really not that long of a time. Jeff Bezos says in 20 years that millions and millions of people will be living in space.
Great.
Not just astronauts.
Hopefully he's the first one.
Giant space stations powered by solar energy, floating cities with gravity, robots commuting to the moon to build stuff while we work, live, and play in orbit. He says that all these robots are going to handle the heavy lifting and we're going to build the infrastructure. We're not going to have to deal with traffic. We're not going to have to deal with weather. We're just going to be in a space pod with our floating desk job.
He doesn't think there's going to be traffic at a space station?
No.
Of course there is. They're going to overpopulate it just like we overpopulate this place.
When one of the richest guys on planet Earth talks about living off Earth, we ought to be listening to the guy. I'm just saying.
He wants to be the richest guy in the galaxy.
I don't know. Would you go?
Yeah, I'm interested.
I wouldn't go.
I'm so curious about space.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't.
Why?
I don't want to give up gravity. I like gravity.
You just said there was going to be gravity. It may be artificial, but there'll be gravity.
That's true. Maybe some gravity. I have a good space joke.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm
But if you heard the punchline, you can't give up the punchline.
Okay, I promise I won't.
All right. 2 astronauts are chilling on the space station when one turns to the other and says, "I can't find any milk here for my coffee." And the second astronaut says, "In space, no one can. Here, use cream."
Here, use
Like
cream.
no one can hear you scream.
Oh gosh! Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that punchline.
I see you laughing. Are your eyes watering? Because that was so funny.
So great.
Good thing my name's on the building.
Now that's your best joke of the day. Oh, nobody in space can hear you scream. Now I get it.
Oh, it was a little slow on the uptake.
That was a good one.
Listen, we're going to talk about how you can limit AI fakes of you and an AirTag ambush that happened in Florida. And of course, we have great phone calls you don't want to miss here on the Kim Commando Show. If you own a home, listen up. This is scary. The FBI is warning about a crime on the rise. Home title theft. And it doesn't happen the way you might think. No break-ins, no stolen keys, just a forged signature on a single piece of paper filed with the county. In minutes, criminals can transfer the title out of your name, then use your ownership to drain your equity or even sell your home. The worst part, most people don't know what's happening until they get collection or foreclosure notices in the mail. That's why I trust Home Title Lock. When you visit HometitleLock.com/Kim, you'll get a free title history report and a 14-day free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection, including 24/7 monitoring of your home's title, urgent alerts to changes, and if fraud does happen. Their U.S.-based restoration team will work to restore your title, covering costs up to $1 million. Don't wait. Protect your home and equity today. Get your free 14-day trial at HometitleLock.com/Kim. That's HometitleLock.com/Kim. It's thin, it's smart, it's gorgeous, it's fast. It has a titanium body. Now, we're not talking about me. We're talking about the iPhone Air, and you can win one right now by going to winfromkim.com. That's winfromkim.com. All right, let's get started with Dennis in Myrtle Beach. Hi, Dennis. Welcome. And I think what you created was amazing.
Thank you. It's great to talk to you. I enjoy your newsletters, and that's one thing that's cool about it is that you learn something new every day. Sometimes I pass it on and, of course, attribute it to your newsletter and try and get people to subscribe and things like that. But it was so interesting to read about the AI, and I understand some of the pitfalls too, but you had the one newsletter that focused on AI and explained some of the things that you could do in the different AI programs. So I decided to try something I'd never done before, which was to write a song, have it produced, and put it to video for my wife and I's 52nd wedding anniversary.
And I tell you, the video is beautiful. You sent me an email, and I was at home, and Barry comes in, he's like, "Who's that?" Because I was watching the video on YouTube, and I'm like, "Oh, that's Dennis." He's like, "Who's Dennis?" So you said that. So what happened when you gave your bride of 52 years this wonderful? Let me back up. So you had AI do the poem, and then you put it to a song, and then you made a video. So walk us through the process real quick.
Well, basically, I started off with Copilot and also ChatGPT and tested them both out. And I told them, hey, I want the lyrics to a song to celebrate my wife and I's 52nd wedding anniversary. And here are some details that you can incorporate in the song that would personalize it. And I told them about the places that we lived, the things that we enjoy, like the biking, and my wife likes sitting out in her garden and reading. And I mean, I just went in through thinking of every single personal thing that would make it special.
And you had your two sons in there too, right?
Yes, I definitely made a point of including them in there, and where they lived and everything like that. And I had basically one spit out a song, and the other one spit out a song, and I liked them both, but I tended to like the one I, of course, used best. But then I had read in there that the one particular AI program called Suno would you could create a song. Take those lyrics and they would put it to music, and you could go from there. But what I did in that one is you can tell it what type of song you're looking for, whether it's soft, mellow, folk, hard rock, whatever you want, what type of voice that you want to hear in the song, and just personalize that. Well, it spit out so many songs so quickly, I was surprised.
Well, here let's take a listen to the actual song.
Hand in hand we'd roam, but every stop with you always felt like home. In this garden of years, we planted with care, blooming through seasons.
Okay, that's just beautiful.
Yeah, I was amazed at how it turned out. Now, what I did was I had like 10 different songs that spit out, and I listened to them all. And I narrowed it down in my mind to 2 different versions. But Linda's brother is a music pastor. But I sent the songs to him, and I said, which ones do you think is best? And also, which do you think your sister would like the best? So the 2 he narrowed it down to were the exact same 2 I had.
Oh, that's nice. Now you were with friends when you showed her this video, right?
Yes.
Tell us what happened.
Her. Well, I'm a member of a church here that has a program called Neighborhood Group. And so each little neighborhood gets a small group, and we meet once a week. Well, I talked to the host that particular week, and I said, is it possible that I could surprise Linda with this video? And he said, sure. So Linda knew something was going on, but she, because I'd been working on a project for a while. So anyway, I started the video, and everybody jaws just dropped when they heard it, when they saw how it turned out.
It was beautiful.
So.
It is just beautiful. And I'm sure every guy in the room was looking at you going like, thanks.
Yeah.
Actually, that's exactly what happened. He said, no, hey, you stepped it up. How are we supposed to beat that? Now, if I just bring home a bouquet of flowers, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, good job, Dennis.
Dennis's wife got a personalized song made by AI.
I got it. I got old roses from Costco.
I don't need new pot holders, Hank.
Or a blender. Okay. Isn't that just beautiful?
That's so sweet. That's a tough task. Not a lot of words rhyme with 50 seconds.
No, that was good. Dennis, thanks for coming on and sharing your story with us. A lot of folks are turning to ChatGPT asking medical questions lately. And if you're one of them, don't go in there and say, do I have the flu or am I dying? Okay. Or do I have the dengue fever? You want to ask things like, what are the possible causes of these symptoms? What should I ask my doctor? Are there tests or screenings that you should mention? Now, you can also ask ChatGPT to explain your lab or test results. Now, it is tempting to upload test results to ChatGPT, but just be careful. You don't want to put your full name, your birthday, your medical ID, your insurance info, because here's the shocker, it's not covered by HIPAA.
No?
No.
Mm-mm. That's crazy.
I know. Eileen in Raleigh, North Carolina. Hi, Eileen. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
So glad you're here.
Thank you.
So what's on your mind? What's going on with you?
I help older adults with technology, and I had a client that had her computer at a repair shop for about 2 to 3 days. During that exact time, someone went into her Amazon account and purchased over $2,000 worth of random weird items. They were all canceled, so she was not charged for anything. Mm-hmm. But even the address they used was to be dropped off at a local Whole Foods, 5 or 6 miles from the computer repair shop. And I want to know if I can help determine who bought these items, or if I can help her. She's sort of fearful and very anxious about all of this. But
sure.
I feel it is the technician or someone in there that went into her computer, and it was wide open. It was unlocked. her Amazon account was available. The credit card was on file.
Yeah, it's so sad when that happens, isn't it? I mean, somebody get taken advantage like that.
Especially because she was paying them to fix her computer.
Yeah.
And not only are they taking money from her, they're stealing from her.
She paid them $1,000 to update her old desktop to Windows 11.
No way.
That's a crime in itself.
$1,000 bill. When
She
she could
coulda
have
went
bought
out-
2 laptops, an iPhone, and iPad for that amount.
I was going to say she could have bought all new computers for that. Wow.
Yep.
Well, this is definitely a note in the Better Business Bureau complaint with them. I don't know if you've done that yet.
But I don't. It's not me. I can't do this for her. I did call them, and they were very defensive and nervous. Like, we don't do that type of thing here. And I just said it's very coincidental that it happened. Never happened before.
Now
and
it does there.
3 days that it's in your possession and you're working on it, and someone added a local address, local Whole Foods to drop it off at. But for me to be able to find, and Amazon will not help because they have confidentiality.
For sure.
They can't provide any additional information.
Well, what you can do is she can go into, do you still have access to her computer, or you can go over to her house?
I could go there, but just know her computer was in the shop. It's her IP address. It's her computer. It's not like...
Oh, no, I understand that. I understand that. But,
okay.
but if you go into account, and then there's something called advanced security settings. Under there's something called devices and sessions. Okay. And just like you have this with your Google account, you can see everywhere that you've logged in under your Google account. You can see if there was an unfamiliar device, an unfamiliar location, or a time that shows up.
Yeah.
That her account was accessed. There's no way that Amazon is going to tell you who that was.
Right.
Because there's just...
They won't.
I mean, let me tell you, what I think is interesting is even if you sell stuff on Amazon, a lot of people don't know this. When you buy something on Amazon, that third-party seller that you bought it from, they don't even get your name and address.
Because it's just in a warehouse somewhere that Amazon fulfills and ships
yes.
it off to us.
No, Amazon says it's their customer. It's not your customer, it's their customer.
Right.
So they get to control. Yeah. You can check on her browser to look at any...
I checked history.
Nothing?
Those 3 days were deleted.
Oh, jeez,
they were
really?
so smart that they knew how to delete the last hour and deleted the history. Now, I probably could go and dig and dig and dig and maybe find something, but she has to be willing for me to do that. And she's at the point where she's like, I just want this over with, and I don't want to deal with it.
Well,
a 90-year-old lady doesn't want to be involved in this.
And she may be a little embarrassed.
Could you apply to the... Yeah. She paid that much money to them. They built her a gaming drive, a desktop, and they didn't even provide her with the correct cable to connect her little 13-inch ASIC monitor to this gaming tower. She ended up calling me, and I brought over an HDMI cable and at least got the monitor and the drive working. They didn't even have the correct cable. They had an old SVG, and they redid the drive so it didn't have it was HDMI.
Oh, jeez.
You know what I would do? And this place sounds like they're shysters. And I would go on social media, and I would write a post, and I would tag them.
Yes.
And when you write the post, make sure everything is alleged.
Yes.
We believe that this is what happened.
Yes.
We think this is what they did. And see how they respond to that. Because if they were nervous when you were on the phone with them, if you're calling them out on social media and people are commenting and people are seeing it, you might get somewhere with that.
That's great advice. I was having trouble with it.
It wasn't me. It didn't happen to me.
Yeah, but that's
just
okay.
telling a story.
It's not me.
That's okay.
It's her, and she doesn't even...
That's right. You're just telling a story. You're just telling a story because you want to make sure this doesn't happen to somebody else. I mean, that's my whole thing. Yeah. I mean, because maybe the next older adult doesn't have Eileen by her side. And she's sitting there now with, don't even understand why they would do SV, but that's okay. But I would definitely file
I said that to him. I said, ethically, that you, even besides all of this other action, that you you let somebody spend $1,000 to upgrade their computer to Windows, that you would allow that ethically. That's so unprofessional to do
it
that.
Is 100%. But don't forget the Better Business Bureau. I was having trouble with a company in New York and getting delivery, and I wrote the owner a nice note and said, "You have 24 hours before I file a complaint with the BBB." And then, what do you want? Surprise.
You got it?
I got everything I wanted. That's exactly it. Eileen, that's so nice of you to help your friend like that. It is. But Andrew, that was a good call. Just put it up on social media and tag him. But again, allegedly, we believe, because I don't want any defamation or anything like that for you. So, Andrew, I sent you that invite for Sora 2.
Yes.
Okay, what do you think about it?
It's amazing. I cannot believe how over just a small paragraph can turn into a 30-second video, and the details are unbelievable. The speed is unbelievable. Now, I know right now Sora, the video AI generating app, has only got a limited amount of users.
Right.
Imagine when there's 5, 6, 7 million people on there, but the speed of it. I put it in a description for a video for our radio show because we're going to switch to Christmas music soon. And it's an interesting sidebar. I put up the video and it has the Sora watermark all over it.
Right.
And I was like, that kind of looks cheesy. And one of my coworkers is like, everybody's putting them up right now. We're just used to having that watermark on there. No one cares.
No one cares.
But the videos are so crystal clear. And as long as you put in the prompt, it will match it to video.
I put in a prompt of me being a superhero, climbing a radio tower, and then it said, I'm Kim Commando, king of the world.
Right.
It was like,
did it look like you?
No, it didn't.
Okay.
And Ian, because I thought maybe I was just being a girl, and I was like, does this really look like me? And Ian's like, that doesn't even look like you.
Yeah, I haven't added my image yet to it. I've just been I used Santa Claus, kind of recognizable figure. But what also was interesting is that I put in the prompt and then I didn't like the way it came out, not because of the AI, because I wanted to rewrite it. So I put it in again, and it was a totally different Santa Claus. Looked nothing like the first Santa it created.
Well, it's Cameo is what it's called, when you can make a digital version of yourself. You just record a short clip. You haven't tried that yet? Then?
Not yet.
Is that so? They want you to say 3 numbers, and then you look left, you look center, and then you look right, and then suddenly it has this representation of you. It creates this AI version. It actually sounded like me. I thought it did. And then it generates videos of you using your AI double. But here's what I want you to know. If your Cameo is public, anyone can use your likeness for anything. So if you don't want your Cameo to be public, and a lot of people do want it, like Mark Cuban's loving this.
Right.
Because I saw a video of him in jorts, and I was like, it's like, it actually kind of looks like it fits him. Surprisingly so. What you do is you get into your settings and switch off people I approve only, or just delete it completely. But again, it's Sora 2. If you can try it, if you know someone who was lucky enough to have an invite, I didn't even charge you for the invite.
Why would you? We're friends.
There is, we're
acquaintances. We're civil co-workers.
That's what it is. That's what it is. All right. Hey, there was an AirTag ambush in Florida I have to tell you about. We have more of your phone calls here on the Kim Commando Show.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Bernie in Kansas City. Hi, Bernie. Welcome. Glad to have you with us.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
So what's on your mind?
Well, I'm an insurance investigator, and I investigate industrial accidents and construction accidents. And my company requires me to use take a lot of pictures, and they want me to use an app that has geo marking and a compass heading.
Okay.
And and I found some free ones, but they all just have too many ads, and many of them don't have. I don't find out till after I've downloaded that they don't have a compass heading, and I just wondered if there's kind of a app that you would recommend for Android that has both, and that would actually reset every time I change locations.
Sure.
The way it is now, I have to turn my phone off and reset it for the address and the geo heading to.
Oh, that's no fun. So let me ask you, how long have you been doing this?
Just about 2 years.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering how tech may have changed your job.
Well, I purposely, I retired from law enforcement, and I purposely sought out a job with as little tech as possible. And I found this job, and it just involves research over the internet and going to these scenes and taking pictures, which I handle okay. It's just this one little area that's kind of had me stumped a little bit.
Yeah, I get that. So which ones have you tried?
I don't know them by name.
Okay.
I had one on a different phone that would give me a compass heading and a geo stamp.
All right.
But it wouldn't reset. I'd have to turn the phone off and wait for the phone to start back up.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because I know on an iPhone there's something called Theodolite, and that one will reset. But since you're on Android, let's focus with that. There's one that's made by BZEZZ. I know. I don't make this stuff up. I just talk about it.
Bezos?
I know. Can we think of anything that's harder to remember at any given moment? And we're going to give you links to these. Don't worry about writing them down, Bernie. I'm going to put you on hold, and then I think Maddie Screen calls today, and we'll send you a link to the one by Bzzz, and then also there's a Compass GPS map camera app that's APK Pure, and that may be one that you want to check out too. And thanks for your call today, Bernie. Robert in Pueblo, Colorado. Hi, Robert.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
Great. Thanks for asking. So what's happening in your world?
Well, I was scrolling through YouTube, and I noticed some ads in the upper right corner. And I noticed that the ads were very suggestive. They were pictures that looked like maybe a forest, but if you squinted, they looked like human anatomy, let's just say.
Porn. Okay.
Yes, okay.
Fronts or backs?
Yeah.
I saw one of these pictures that you sent, Robert.
Was it fronts or backs?
It was kind of a weird picture. It looked like three little girls, right, Robert?
Three little girls?
No, three little girls just having a conversation. But when you look, there's like weird human anatomy, like in weird places.
Just like floating anatomy?
Yeah.
Just a boobs in the corner?
Pee-pee's in the air.
Okay. That was actually the name of my autobiography. Pee-pee's in the air, the Andrew Babinski story.
I told you, no plugs.
I'm sorry. I'll pay for it.
Lots of mathematics and tangents in the air right with this subject. So.
Yes. And so let me tell you why you're getting them. Is that what I would do is you want to get into your Google account settings, and then I would turn off ad personalization. And you probably have topics that may or may already be checked, like dating, fitness, beauty, whatever it may be. And this is basically their way of getting ads past the filters.
Okay.
So Google, with their billions and billions of dollars, haven't figured out.
They got to teach those filters how to squint.
Exactly. Because if you do squint, there's also an option that you can say, see fewer ads like this. If you click on the X.
Right. And one thing I wanted to say was that the advertisements are for like woodworking or tires, or that's what the words say.
Yeah,
the pictures.
Yeah, that's how they're getting around the filters.
Yeah,
that's exactly how they're doing that. There's also restricted mode that you can turn that on. It'll cut out some of the worst ones that are there. But it seems like, what? This is why we can't have nice things. Okay.
But it's funny. If it was just an ad for that woodworking class, it wouldn't have got his attention. But because it's nudity or adult content, he's like, whoa, what's that? And he's paying attention to the ad.
You know, advertising works.
Yeah.
But
sex sells.
Oh, man. You know, there's always somebody out there. There's always somebody out there. All right, coming right back. I got to tell you about an AirTag ambush in Florida here on the Kim Komando Show.
Running a business comes with a lot of what ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku. And it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Okay, let's go to Florida for this story. A couple was tracked with an Apple AirTag, and it's actually kind of crazy. They were followed home and ambushed at gunpoint. The suspects hid the AirTag underneath their car. They waited until they got home, and then they attacked them. So, bottom line here is that if you are on an iPhone and you get an alert that says an AirTag is moving with you, you have to take that message seriously. And if you ever find one that you didn't put on there, remove the battery, call the police, or get some, and make sure that you get somewhere safe.
That's scary.
It is. It's just really something. Don't forget to enter to win that brand new iPhone Air. Go to winfromkim.com. It's a $999 value. It's a great phone. Winfromkim.com. That was the end of hour 2. Don't worry. There's another hour coming up.